Hey everyone, Dr. Jason Deitch here. I'm here with my good friend Mike Southwick, and you're here for another edition of the Everest Closers Corner. Mike, good to see you today, my friend.
Yeah, you too, man. What do you got today?
Well, you know, there's a war going on out there, and I'm not talking about on CNN and Fox. I'm talking about the price war. Tell me about it, Mike.
So I'm not sure, other than, well, I've got some ideas, but I'm not sure why chiropractors would want to compete for the lowest price. It's kind of like the same reason why chiropractors may think that high deductibles are bad things. It's maybe the same chiropractors that think they need more and more and more, new patients. I'm not against new patients. Brad Galacki is one of my best friends, and he'll teach you how to do it. You know that too. But at the same time, if you're competing to be the lowest paid guy on the block, I just don't get it, man. Yeah. What? So in my estimation, I just had a clinic open up down the street, $150 a month, full family, doesn't matter how many people, as many times as they want to come. So the doc isn't even directing care, I guess, which I don't know. I don't get that either. But how can the same block in the same small town in Beatrice, Nebraska, south of Lincoln, have a doc that collects and sees a ton and a doc that collects near nothing? Okay, how can that be? How can it be under the same chiropractic umbrella? And I'll tell you this, I think it's because chiropractors may have a flawed view that the adjustment is a commodity. Okay, kind of like gasoline. Gasoline's a commodity, right? There's tons of guys on the block that sell gas. But the guys that get people to come, they've got sweet convenience stores, the best coffee. It's not the gasoline. You know what I mean? So at the same time, there is an art to what you do. I'm not saying that. But there is a mindset, and there is predictable ways to build value into your care that someone would say, Mike, I know there's a person I could go to for $150 a month. My whole family, but I'm here and I'm staying here, and so that's what we've dealt with lately. But anyway,
that's good stuff. No, it reminds me of the the 8-minute abs. No, the 7-minute abs. No, the 6-minute abs. And it's crazy out there because I'm on the internet all the time. I see these promotions and ads, Groupon ads, and so on. First visit, second visit, X-rays, massage, your first few adjustments. All for $12, and I just and then they get all the rush of new people in the door and go, but nobody's sticking around. So either it's the quality of the new patients, which in that case it might have something to do with it, but it may just be not knowing how to ask the right questions at the right time that inspire people to really inquire what is really going on. Not what are they feeling, but what's really happening. I think that's our job as chiropractors or leaders, teachers, doctor means teacher, is to get people to really think about how this thing happened, when it started, what impact it's having on their lives. That's different than what many have been taught to educate about what chiropractic is. Whole different conversation. Mike, you've been teaching newbies to veterans. What's sort of, who's right to watch these videos, come to your programs, and who's not? Who's not the kind of right person to want to come to an Everest program or watch this new video program you have?
Yeah, so in the new video program, we'll have a bunch of this. But so who are the right people? The right people can be in coaching groups. They can be outside of coaching groups. They can be kind of the independent thinkers. They can be, parts of groups. It doesn't matter. This is not a coaching program that's going to be years. We're going to give you everything in that, in that boot camp weekend. It's going to be tough and your brain's going to be fried. Don't worry. But at the same time, we're not going to spring it out, and it's not going to be a $20,000 commitment over, a year. So the person that should not come is the guy that's got it all figured out and has a perfect practice. If you've got a perfect practice, you don't need to be here. In fact, that's one of the things we joke about with people in boot camp, and we're all there to learn, but at the same time, it's like, okay, don't take half of what we're doing. How do I know that your crap doesn't work? And everyone's looking around, and I was like, because you're here, right? If it was perfect, you're not the guy or the gal that we want to help. But at the same time, if you want a system that the patient will show you where their subluxations are, right? And then we will then do our care plan at our price and take a re-x-ray. And Jason, you don't have to have x-ray, but it rocks when you do. We can teach, and obviously we take care of pregnant women, and we're not x-raying them, and we're not x-raying babies. So we have those ways to close them into care to save their lives too. But at the same time, man, when it's their idea and they show you when it's corrected, dude, it's in their court. Put the ball in their court.
I love the strategy. I love what you're saying. It hurts my heart every time I hear groups of chiropractors kind of say, people don't care about a subluxation. They don't know what it is. There's no reason to talk about it. And what I heard you say is they're showing you, the doctor, where it is. That totally 180s the whole deal. And not only are they showing you where it is, but soon after that, they're pulling out their wallet or their credit card to say, I'm in. This makes sense to me. Not only does it make sense to me, I want it. That, I think, is just masterful. And that's why I want to encourage all of you to go watch the video. Brand new program that Southeast put out called How to Inspire 90% or more of your new patients to say yes to your care and pay for it. It's a good thing. It's okay. It means they value it. And this whole high deductible depression that most of you are in, Southie's going to teach you why it's actually probably the best thing that could have ever happened to your practice, and our profession. He'll explain to you the counter understanding for how what you might thinking actually may be causing you not to succeed, and what you can be thinking so that you're going to thrive. 90% or more saying yes to care, Southie. I'm going to tell you, it sounds too good to be true.
I realize it. And I thought it was too. I called BS on it right away until I started doing it, right? But at the same time, the mark of a good day one is that someone would schedule their spouse on the way out. That happens. Okay, the mark of a good day two is like, can I get my kids in? When can we do this? And that happens. And so, yeah, man, it does sound too good to be true. But at the same time, when you build that value, you can kind of sit back like another health professional would do and say, hey, the tests have been done. The blockage is here. This is what we need to do to correct it.
No doubt, complete certainty, good stuff. And the most important thing, I know we sort of jokingly talk about money and all, but the bottom line is, if people aren't saying yes to your care, they're saying yes to someone else's care. And I'm sorry, but an overwhelming majority of the cases, I know, we know that the care they need is in your office. If they're not saying yes, they're saying yes to someone else, or they're not getting involved, engaged, and they're letting their problem get worse. This is serious stuff. It's time to learn how to master, I think, truly the most important part of being a chiropractor, which is communication. If you master communication, you'll become a great adjuster because of how many people you're adjusting. But those that think it's all about the technique, it's all about the perfect adjustment, but can't communicate, tend not to do that many adjustments to really excel and be that great. Sorry to just call it the way it is, but my closing comments, you agree those that are busier, providing more care, more inspired, getting more people to say yes, thankful for high deductibles, doing a better job, yeah?
Yeah, absolutely. And you hit the nail on the head. They got to be on your table long enough for you to change their lives. And if you're letting them scoot or go visit by visit, or pay as they go, they rarely pay and they always go. So I've heard that. Brad said that a million times, and it just makes so much sense.
Yeah, right on. Hey, listen, I want to thank you for watching another edition of the Everest Closers Corner. Check out the new video program, 90% or more. And yes, it's social media. We're going to ask. That's what you do. Please click like, leave a comment, share with your friends, and keep an eye out for another edition of the Everest Closers Corner. Thanks for watching.